Welcome to your daily focus for January the 8th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Absolutely. So the eight is the strength card, walking with integrity, a truthfulness about you. Um, intent. Intent is very important when we have the eight energy. What are we doing? Even if it's the smallest of steps, what are you doing in order to move forward in your path? So the smallest of steps counts today when the strength card appears. But we have to walk with integrity. We have to earn respect of others. So we have to treat people with compassion and empathy. If we add up the numerology of the day, it comes to a 13, which is the death card. And the death card is releasing something, letting something go that is holding you back in some way. One plus three is a 4, and that's the Emperor's energy, being grounded, looking for ways of grounding ourselves, making the plan, thinking things through. The Emperor is one of the highest intuitives in the deck and one of the highest diplomats in the deck. So we have to be diplomatic in our thoughts and our rationale. And our intuition should be really strong again today. So pay attention to what your gut is telling you. Capricorn. Sun is in Capricorn. And the moon is, I believe, still in Gemini. We have Temperance as our first card. Having more by having less. Finding the true balance and harmony in your life. Ridding yourself of the clutter of what no longer serves you, what no longer has value in your life. It could be just a thought process. Absolutely. It could be the way you were looking at things. So, somebody who may be retiring soon would be looking at things in a sense of fear that paycheck is going to be less. Can they afford the things they want? Are they leaving too early? What will they do with their time? Or they could be looking at the freedom to travel, to do the things that they never could before, knowing that they will be provided for if they need, if they want. Getting excited about having the day to themselves, starting a hobby that they've always wanted to do but never had the time or the energy to do. So it's the way we balance things out in our life. It's the way we look at things. It's the way we perceive it. So maybe there is a different perception, a different way of looking at something that you have been looking at lately. And maybe you're getting a lot of negative energy from your thoughts. And ask yourself, what could be positive about this move, this change, this transformation, this thing I want in my life, this new reality, this path that I want to step into? What are some of the good things? And you will see very quickly what things are actually holding you back. And it could be just your thoughts. It could be just your perception. It could be actual things, people, environments. Absolutely. So with Temperance here, Temperance is saying we don't need all the stuff we have. And some of the most important things that we have, we could never buy. You couldn't put a price on it. So what is truly important to you? What is a necessity? What has outgrown its usefulness or its charm? High Priestess. Ah, sit in quiet contemplation. Realize the magic that you hold within yourself of who you truly are. Your courage, your strength, your talents, the unique you. And watch for the magic around you today. The small little things. We may say it's a coincidence. We may say, sheer luck. Or we could say it's magic. And allow the magic that is within you out a little bit today. I mean, we have the Gemini moon. It makes us curious. It makes us want to play. It makes us want to. So do it. Dabble in something that you've always wanted to. See where it leads. Expand that dream, that goal, that desire, that want, or add to it. And the Emperor appears on his day, telling us that we need to be the diplomat. We need to think things through. We can't knee-jerk any kind of energy. We need to think it through, absolutely. We need to talk to other people to get knowledge. So when we're talking to other people, that you want to talk to people that have the knowledge. You want to talk to somebody who has already made it to that level of what you are desiring, of what you are wanting, of what you want to step into, and find out what steps they took. Will it work in your life? Do you need to change some things around in order to make it work in your life? Did you never think of it that way before? Does your perception change from talking to them? You want a successful partnership, then go to a senior's home and talk to some of those wonderful people that had 50, 60, 70 years together or more. Because they did it. And find out how they did it. And can you work that into your life? Can you look at your relationship from a different perspective to make it work in the way they made it work? Or maybe it's a job or a career you want. Maybe you want to start helping out in a certain way within the community, but you just don't know where to even begin. So go and ask somebody, how do you begin? How do you begin? How do I start? How do I move forward on this path? And it's making the plan. It's plotting out the strategy. And the most wonderful thing about the Emperor is, he is so solid. He doesn't wish, he doesn't hope, he doesn't fantasize that his dreams will come true. He sets a goal, and then he sets up a strategy for it. And he knows, he expects the goal to materialize, to have success. So know that if you are taking the time to investigate, to learn, to strategize, to make the plan, that you will be successful. I heard educated risk. But that is not the King of Pentacles, so. Though it's kind of that energy. And remember, we have the death energy in there, so we do need to release something in our lives today in order to, and it could be just a thought. Once again, that keeps coming to my mind. So I'm thinking it's more of our perceptions, our thoughts, the way we're looking at something. Back up a little bit, get somebody else's sage wisdom in there. See if there's another way to look at it. My joy doesn't depend upon the approval of others. Well, your joy does not depend on the approval of others. How many times are we going to get this card? It is the message right now, isn't it? It's to think about you, your happiness, your joy. What will make you happy? And ask yourself, if I go forward in this way, will I be happy? Will I find joy? And not just in the destination, but in the journey as well. And just yes or no, okay? Watch yourself, because you'll say yes, but. And then all the negative will stream in on why you shouldn't do that, why you shouldn't attempt that, why you shouldn't go in that direction. So just yes or no. And see what you come up with. Because when we can't put the but there anymore, we don't allow for the but, the yes becomes simplistic. You know, the temperance. Maybe you're overthinking it, overworking it, trying too hard. Maybe you need to back it up a little bit. I mean, we can push on that wall all day long and we won't break through. But if we back up a little bit, we may see a doorway. We may see a window. We may see a way through. Your joy doesn't depend upon the approval of others. It doesn't matter if people like what you're doing or don't like what you're doing. So long as it is making you happy, it is making you joyous, it's moving you in the direction that you want to move, it's for the greater good. No effective guidance will ever be achieved by seeking the approval of others, for they all desire different things of you and than you. Constant pure guidance from source comes forth from within you. It's always there. So once again, this card is even telling us to turn towards our intuition, to ask ourselves the questions, and to be honest with ourselves, and simplify it a little bit. Constant pure guidance from source comes forth from within you, because you are source. We'll get our little animals out here. Oh, they didn't want to be cut. Okay, let's see here. Oh, look at this. Go the extra mile. Go the extra mile today. Go the extra mile and take a chance on yourself, your dreams, your vision of your tomorrow. Go the extra mile and help somebody else out. Pay it forward. If you're going to the grocery store and you know somebody who's shut in, or they're sick, or they just don't have a way of getting there, ask if you can pick them up something. If you know somebody who is, go over and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee with them. Give them a call on the telephone. Oh, and I opened right up to Elephant. Go the extra mile. The nurturer, productive, communicate, telepath. Listen. Telepathy. I thought that's not how you say it. Oh my gosh. My brain is off. Okay. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, to be useful, to have it all make some difference, that you've lived it all. What will people remember you for? What is that characteristic? What is that beauty about you? What is that talent? Are you sharing it with others? Do people know how great you are? Or do you hide it under a rock? Afraid to let it out. This is the time to really let your magic out. Use your talents, your abilities. Make some strong decisions and choices. And chances are they'll be a little scary. They're not going to be little ones right now. Trust me in that. We're all looking at our road forward in different areas of our life, of course. Some of us it's relationships, others it's work and career. Some of us it's stature in the community. Some of us it's our friendships. Some of us it's our spirituality, health and well-being. And we're making some very strong choices and decisions that are going to follow us through all of 2020 and beyond. And this is the time that you are being supported to make the impossible possible. Stay grounded. And we have the 4 energy today. That is a little bit of family and feeling that safety and security within the home. The foundations. Elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it just means that you have an extra step to take. Many times people set goals and stop in the middle of them, frustrated, but Elephant motivates you to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill that you want to try, or a friend that you have been meaning to call. Elephant teaches us that being gentle, having commitment, and clear communication can help in our relationships. On the outside, Elephant looks like an intimidating creature, but she is actually a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed and feel protected. Elephant is also very telepathic. There, I got it. Um, and with a sixth sense, can feel the energy around her with friends, family, even strangers. So we'll probably have a little bit of yesterday's energy. Wasn't yesterday a little bit of just knowing, like being able to read people? Or was that Monday? Being able to read people, situations. So that energy is still lingering around us. Absolutely. If she senses danger, she responds accordingly. Elephant reminds you that you are needed. Elephant reminds you where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken. Although elephants are large and heavy, they walk noiselessly and with much grace. Elephant gives you subtle hints that you are needed. Listen to the signals with all your senses. So see, feel, touch, breathe in, experience how you are needed in this world. And you are. You have talents, abilities. There is a unique you, and only you can do something wonderful in a certain way that nobody else in the world, nobody else on the planet can. And is it Helen Keller that says, I'm only one, so I cannot do everything, but I can do something, and therefore I need to do the something that I can do? Go the extra mile. Go the extra mile for yourself. And when you do that, you automatically do it for others. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.